Hi, Internet friends. This is Linda.
And this is Glenn.
Welcome to a trip with the Lexington Community Seniors to Branson for their Christmas season of 2022.
We departed from the church at Lexington, Kentucky, Sunday, November the 6th, 2022, and headed to Missouri. Was a nice trip, out visiting with our friends and church family.
We arrived that evening at Holiday Inn in Mount Vernon, Illinois, to a welcome rest after the beautiful bus ride.
We got settled in our rooms.
Hi, this is Linda, and we're here in our hotel in Mount Vernon, Illinois, on our way to Branson, Missouri. And this is our room. And first we wanted to show you our bathroom. And a little refrigerator, a little microwave and coffee maker. And here we have our closet and our bed.
It's nice, isn't it?
Nice.
Very
And
nice.
a long table there to set everything up. And a little sofa.
Yeah, I love that. It's nice. After we got settled, we went to a diner at Brandon's restaurant and enjoyed a nice meal.
After a good night's rest, we met at the lobby, loaded up, and headed on to Branson.
We went to the city at the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri, and what a sight it was as we crossed the Missouri River.
The arch is 630 feet high, making it the tallest monument in the United States. It is as wide as it is tall.
We stopped at Culver's for lunch and then on to Branson and its many attractions.
As we looked at all the sights, we were excited about the events coming up. Then we arrived at our room at the Best Western Center Point Inn.
Hey, girl, where are you at?
Hi, we're in Branson. And we're at our hotel.
You sure got a nice room, don't you?
Yeah. Show everybody our room.
All right. It's a nice room. We're going to have a good time. I saw a lot of things when we come in. Tell me we're going to have a fine time here. We passed the Titanic on our way to dinner. The Titanic is a very interesting tour. It has a huge replica of that ship filled with all kinds of history of the ship and the fateful event in history. On display is actual radio used in calling its distress signal.
We dined at the Uptown Cafe. Everyone enjoyed this visit and chatted with each other and the staff. They even had live entertainment.
Are you gonna video me?
Hey Angel, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's good we can come visit you today.
Well, that's awesome. I love seeing new people.
We've been here before, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, how long you been here?
At the restaurant, just a couple of months, but I lived here since 1992.
You like it here?
Yeah, I love it.
And they're busy and they have
Yeah, we're busy. We're busy. I love the environment. I go to church without everybody here, so.
Okay.
Yep.
They're going to have 8 buses in tonight.
You're getting 8 buses in tonight.
I know. I know.
Well, thanks for talking to me.
You're
God bless you.
welcome. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've never been around one.
Hey, what's your name?
I'm Roger Horseman.
And after dinner, we headed over to the Presley Jubilee Show Theater.
The theater was beautifully decorated in Christmas lights and tinsel of every kind.
The auditorium was beautiful and huge. Christmas was everywhere. Yeah, Texas.
Kentucky.
Of course, because of music contracts and ASCAP, we were unable to film the music, and YouTube wouldn't let us upload it because it's copyrighted material, so we didn't record any of the performances. But they did allow us to take still photos. All right.
And I'm married to one of the weird ones you're going to see tonight. His name is Cecil. And this theater has been here since 1976 or 67. Excuse me, my dyslexia kicks in. I was born in 76, and the theater was built in 67. And they were going to use it they thought they would just maybe store boats if it didn't work out, and it just turns out that they've never had to store a boat, so that's pretty neat. And,
I think not.
And they were the first show on the Strip. Out here was just, I think there was a hardware store and maybe one other thing, and they decided to build their theater. And so
It's grown
here
a
we
lot,
are.
hasn't it?
It has grown. They have watched everything build up around them. They've never moved. But now this theater's gone through a few transformations. You know, at first it was the tin building with the fold-out chairs, and then they added wings, and then they added a balcony, and so they've had to expand due to the demand of people coming in town. So yeah, it's been a neat deal.
Well, the Lexington community seniors have been coming here for some time. We always enjoy coming here.
Yes, thank
It's
you for
great
that.
fun. And how many different groups are here now? Any idea how many?
You know what? We definitely saw a big decline, you know, during the last
COVID,
few years
yeah.
with COVID, but things are really picking back up and
That's
feeling like
great.
normal again. And like tonight's kind of the first night of the real busy season. So each
Yeah.
night we'll have anywhere from 10, 12, 8. You never know what night is going to be the busiest. But we still have a large amount of walk-up as well.
Is that right? That's
So
great.
it's really nice that we get a little bit of both, so that our business didn't completely go under, you know,
Yeah.
when things went down.
Yeah.
There were still people driving.
That's great. Well,
Yeah.
listen, thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
And,
I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Glenn-
Enjoy the show. Thank you for supporting us all
All
these
right.
years.
You can see us on glennandlinda.com on YouTube.
Okay, I'll write it down.
All
Let
right.
me write that. Thank you so
All right,
much.
bye-bye.
We'll see ya.
And here are some of the performance photos.
the end of the show, the Presleys came down and talked to members of the audience.
We loaded up the bus and headed back to the inn and got a good night's sleep. And next morning, headed up for the inn's complimentary breakfast. Good morning, Miss Breakfast. How are you this morning? Are you having fun yet?
Yeah, we're ready. At breakfast, we chat, and Joy joins us, and then we're off for our second day at Branson.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to the Hughes Brothers Theater. I'm Tobler. That's T-O-B-L-E-R. Kind of like a Toblerone candy bar. Yeah, they named me after a candy bar and then found out I'm allergic to nuts. So that's rough. But I'm going to be performing for you today. But first, I'm going to take you to your seats and give you some announcements. So first announcements. The most important thing I forgot to say is I normally don't say this because I'm super, super humble, but I'm actually the star of the show. Thank you. You can. That's what I was going to say. The reason I tell you this, even though I'm super humble, is that the rest of the cast hasn't caught on yet that I'm the star of the show. So if you see me on stage, just yell, "Oh, Tobler, we love you," yeah, or something like that, and they'll love it. They really like it when people cheer for me and not them. My dad is Jason, so if you've seen the show before, he's kind of the MC of the show, and well, I hope you enjoy it. But you guys are the color blue, so I'm not. Yeah. So something like that. I don't know what Kentucky blue is. I assume it's blue, but yeah, it's a dark blue, like not quite a navy. It's royal blue. It might be. We have two different blue colors. We'll see. I think I might just take you in. Actually, I'll give you a couple more announcements when you just so you know where things are. Don't get lost. Actually, I think they're doing free samples of the chocolate fudge today. So if you wanna try some of the best fudge in town, go for it.
Hughes Brothers Theater in Branson, Missouri. I'm one of many Hughes. There are about a bazillion of us. No, realistically, we have about 40 members of our family on stage. We're known as the world's largest performing family. We've been in Branson for about 27 years now.
My goodness.
Quite a long time. And so, we're glad y'all could come. Is there anything else I could?
Yeah. Oh, how long have you had this building? Has that been here 26 years too?
This building's been here for a long time. We've owned the theater for about 17 years now.
How many shows you do a year?
A year? Usually just over 300.
My goodness.
Yeah, quite a few.
Thanks for talking to me. God bless you, brother.
God bless you too.
All right, bye-bye.
The auditorium is another big building, lavishly decorated, and the 40 members of the Hughes family attended to our every pre-show need.
Again, we were only allowed to take still photos for this show, and here are some of the photos from that show.
After the show, we had a send-off by one of the Hughes brothers.
Friends, so whole family again, and then the Hughes Brothers Country Show. It's kind of like what we did when we started in Branson. And then the Revive Show is what the kids produced. They, from 14 to 27, are doing that show. There's like 16 or 17 of them in the show, and they are featured. That's what they do, and you get to see a lot more of them, so come back and see it. Anyway, just remember, I'm the best looking brother. Yeah. And if you don't agree, that's okay, because I'm the favorite uncle. Anyway, have a wonderful, merry holiday season. Merry Christmas. Thanks.
We're on our way. Man, that's one big Ferris wheel.
And we're off to Florentina's Ristorante for an Italian meal, spaghetti and meatballs. And I had eggplant parmigiana. Yum.
How we doing?
All right, how are you?
Must be a tour group, right?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Next, we were off to the big event, the Miracle of Christmas at Sight and Sound Theater.
What an extravagant palace of a theater it was, starting with a tree in front of the enormous building through the doors into a giant entrance hall filled with Christmas decorations and Middle East plant life.
Well, hello there, young lady. Are you at Sight and Sound?
I am.
What are you going to see now?
Miracle of Christmas.
Miracle of Christmas. As we made entry to the auditorium, we learned again that there's no photography or recording of any kind during the performance was allowed. So the best we can do here is show you around the auditorium.
This program is worth the whole trip.
This stage is a wraparound stage, 270 degrees, and the three aisles are also used in the show to bring in real animals like camels, horses, llamas, goats, sheep, and birds. All these were used in the show.
An elaborate hoist system overhead is used to fly in angels. The lighting and all-around stereo sound makes you feel like you're part of the scene. It is amazing, utterly amazing, and submersive.
I've seen nothing like sight and sound performances anywhere. It's the most realistic reenactment of the birth of Jesus Christ.
On our way back to the inn, we toured the huge drive through the Lights of Joy Christmas Drive in Branson.
Now, I'm only showing the highlights of this massive light show. It was beautiful.
back to our hotel for another restful night.
Next morning, we enjoyed breakfast with Leonard and Fran Urbanowski of Texas.
3 hours this
Yeah, it was just.
my gosh.
And he sings constantly.
Tell me your guys' name again. Tell me y'all's name.
Leonard and Fran Urbanowski.
Urbanowski. That's a Polish name? Czech.
Well, being from Pflugerville, we were Dutch, German.
And I'm Swedish Norwegian.
Glenn got a bit under the weather before we left for our next adventure, and so I went on to Tangier Outlet Mall, while Glenn did a little recuperating in our room. I went to the Paula Deen restaurant to eat and shop. I had a wonderful meal and nice kitchen items that I brought home. Betty Hensinger arranged for us to go shopping at a small but very interesting mall with lots of beautiful items in it. We also had lunch there at McFarland's restaurant.
They had some wonderful soup there and cornbread. Linda picked up a cookbook of their favorite recipes.
Glenn and I walked around the various shops.
There was an opera theater there with an American show. Outside the theater, there was a display that included an old car, 1932 Chevrolet Master Eagle. They had a nice IMAX theater there, but we did not have the time to take it in. They had an amazing clock shop there, too. Hi. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you doing today?
Good. You're on YouTube right now.
Hi, YouTube.
Did you see that clock that was all in pieces?
No, tell me that clock, please. Is it that here? Thank you. You too.
And I saw this really amazing clock there on the wall that falls to pieces and returns to the correct time. Now that is cool.
That's cool. We met a fellow there named Greg from Illinois.
You got there.
Thank you.
What kind is it?
It's a... What is this? I
It's a
forget.
GoPro, I see it. GoPro, yeah.
GoPro. I couldn't
Yeah.
think of it.
And then it's got a battery backup there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Where you
That's
from?
I'm from Illinois.
Illinois?
Actually, lived in Mississippi and a few other places too. So where y'all from?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Lexington. My grandpa lived in Lexington for a while. Horse Haven.
Yeah, yeah.
And he lived there until he got dementia and then moved to Texas. So, yeah.
Went down to Texas and spent 30 years down there. Went down and got this girl right here.
All right, all right. How many years?
48.
Well, congratulations. That's great.
And we're visiting up here with the Lexington Community Seniors.
Okay, all right.
We travel all over the place.
Well, good deal. I see. Are you a musician?
I am.
Really?
Linda, give him a card here.
My wife plays the violin and the piano,
Is
and
that right?
my mother plays piano, accordion. She used to play the saxophone. And
This is our podcast.
oh, really? Got your own
Yeah.
podcast. That's awesome.
Yeah, and you'll be on it,
That is awesome.
kind of documenting our trip.
I
What's your
see
name
that.
again? What's your name again? Did I get it?
My name is Greg.
Greg.
So it's nice to
I have a
meet you.
son named Greg.
Really?
My name is Glenn.
God bless you, Glenn.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
And we've got to go get the bus.
All right. We'll see y'all
Take
now.
care. Nice to meet you here.
You have a
You
wonderful
have a great day.
God bless you.
One of the greatest and most enjoyable things about traveling is the people you meet on a trip.
They had a very nice leather shop.
Howdy.
Hi there.
Y'all doing all right?
Doing okay.
We went on to see the a cappella singing group 6 Christmas show.
They do all their instrument imitations by voice. That's amazing. The first part of the show was my least favorite part of the show because they sang some songs that really weren't my favorite music.
The second part was the Christmas show, and it was great.
The next morning, we departed to the showboat Branson Belle.
The beautiful complex with a nice pathway down to the shops and a boat dock.
My lovely lady that I'm with today.
Are you going on that boat?
Yes,
Sure.
we're going on the showboat.
Showboat. I'm looking forward to it too. That's no small boat.
The showboat Branson Belle is one of the most unique attractions to be found in the South. Not only is it the largest vessel to cruise a landlocked lake in America, it is one of the few real showboats still operating in the country.
The boat carries 700 passengers and is 278 feet long and 78 feet wide. She rises 112 feet from her hull to the top and her stacks, and it's powered by the 16-foot twin paddle wheels. Hi.
You're gonna go around the corner on your left.
You are lucky. Get set with us. Here.
Folks, you're right on time for lunch. Thank you for coming. I'll be right back with some drinks.
Smile for the camera, huh?
How you doing?
I'm good.
My name is Glenn Dawson.
Man, nice to meet you.
Hey, y'all, where y'all from?
Just outside Little Rock.
Little Rock. Okay. Boy, met people everywhere. We're from Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, that's nice.
My parents are from Kentucky.
Is that right?
Ashland. You know
Ashland?
Ashland?
I know where Ashland
Yeah,
is. That's a good ways away from us, but it's a
They're right over the river from Ohio.
right. Okay. Cool. Well, nice to meet you all.
You too.
We're
Again, we are limited to photos of the show, but we can tell you the main show on the Branson Belle schedule is a variety performance held in a dinner theater and featuring tons of exciting elements.
We enjoyed everything from comedy and magic to music and dancing. With an extremely talented live band, we were very entertained.
They had a four-piece band and a group of performers to create a program of music for all to enjoy.
From the 60s to modern country, we were able to sing along with some of the favorite of our old hits.
Dancing with the band were talented showboat dancers.
The MC was Christopher James, a very talented magician that held our attention with some of the best magic I've ever seen, and he was very funny.
Of course, while we listened to the music and enjoyed the show, we dined on a delicious meal provided on the showboat dinner cruise.
We had a salad, honey citrus chicken, slow-cooked pot roast, garlic mashed potatoes, and butter cake. Now each meal comes with water if you like, and coffee or iced tea.
After the show and meal, we headed up to the upper decks to enjoy the views. We took a tour of the boat.
At the bow, you can see the island on the lake that the riverboat sailed around.
From the front deck, you can see the majesty of the boat on all 3 decks.
On the starboard side, you get a look of the beauty of this area, and you can look all down the length of this big old boat.
The huge paddle wheel at aft of the boat, you can see where the power meets the water and sends this monster down the river.
And now here's a look at the paddle wheel from the second deck.
On the third deck forward, we're looking down into the river at the beautiful boat gift shop.
Where you been, girl?
I've been on the show boat, and it was wonderful. One of the best shows. And dinner, too.
Thanks for a good time. Enjoyed it. It was a long walk to the bus.
Hitchhike. Can I catch a ride?
Yeah.
Tours. I have no idea what the option of. There's more. Look what the dog was checking out. Down here for a minute. Okay. We're hitchhiking.
And after a short rest at the hotel, we headed over to Mel's Hard Luck Diner.
The dinner was composed of singing waitresses that were excellent singers.
As they waited on us with one hand, the other held a mic, and they did a great job of both.
Miss Kelly Bryant was our singing waitress, and we were impressed with her singing.
And we bought several of her CDs.
We sure did.
Well, we didn't know where we were going. I didn't. I just stayed.
After our meal, we headed over to Dutton's Christmas show.
This was another large theater complex and a large family presentation.
And I'm afraid once again we're limited to pictures only for this program. But I think you get the good idea of it from all these pictures that we took. Well, Miss Linda, have you had a good time on your trip?
I've had a wonderful time. Ready to go home though, but had a wonderful time.
Getting on that bus in just a little while, it's gonna be nice to head home.
Yeah, it sure will.
And we're all loaded up on this rainy old Friday morning, and it's early. Had our breakfast. Get ready to head back to the great city of Lexington, Kentucky from Branson, Missouri. We had ourselves lunch on the way home at Cracker Barrel. Linda's having pancakes, and they look mighty nice. I had a cup of chowder.
This concludes our trip video, and we hope you enjoyed traveling along with us.
We had a wonderful time.
We hope you will travel along with us again next time. To get a reminder of when we make a post here on YouTube, click on subscribe, like, and notify.
You can also get our newsletter by going over to our web page at www.glendawsonea.com, and that's Glenn with 2 N's. And at the bottom of the page, sign up for it there. God bless you.
See you later.